back again live.
My hair is a disaster. It's paused.
What?
It's paused now.
Okay, you should go live again. Let's see. Hopefully we don't have to do all the things again. I don't think we.
No, it's okay.
Yeah?
Okay, see? No.
Let's see.
There's a big
Okay.
delay.
Okay, we're live now.
Pero el mío no.
Wait, we'll just give it a look. Okay, I'm not in the picture.
You guys, we're still testing. If you are watching this, we're just trying to figure out a few things.
Okay, we're live now.
There's a delay. For sure there's a delay.
Okay, we have to, turn on off the volume.
Yeah.
But we are live.
We are live.
Yeah. Are you live with yours? Yeah, right.
It looks like it is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's just give it a couple of minutes.
We're still checking, but we're gonna start talking to you guys in like a minute. But looks okay. And if you guys can hear us, I think we need to lower down the volume. But you have your tea, right?
I have my tea. Sorry. I just noticed that I'm getting bald.
Oh shit, really? Are you? Is that
I
COVID?
just noticed that I'm getting bald. Yeah.
Okay. Should I lower the volume now? Oh, there we go. People are saying hi. Say hi, guys. Let's see if you guys can see us. Probably the comments are gonna have a bit of a delay, but we're catching on.
Yeah, because we're live streaming
On so many different platforms.
Exactly. So the software takes a while to broadcast to all the channels.
Yes.
But we'll answer.
We'll get through it. So, shall we start?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's 9, so it
Okay.
is the right time. Hi, you guys. We're so excited to be here today. We've set up like 2 hours early. We've been testing for a while. So for many of you guys that don't know Fran, this is Fran. He's my best friend and like spiritual guide in my moments of like extreme anxiety. And what up, you guys? Some of you know me, some of you don't. So you tell people who you are.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Fran or Francisco, that's my full name. And I live in Barcelona. This is where I met Walaa. And I'm a yoga teacher. I'm also a breathwork facilitator. And I do more things. And that's me.
And I'm Walaa. I am a color specialist. I work with color healing from a personal perspective and from a space perspective. How colors can be used to help us and aid our well-being by speaking to our subconscious.
That's nice.
I know.
That's a nice
It's like I got my like
yeah,
30
I think it
seconds.
worked better on mine. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, I've been working on this for the last, 7 years? And I think, and every time I'm tweaking it. It's been a disaster. But it's so difficult to say what I do, because it's like a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not common.
It's not common though.
No, it's unique.
It's unique, yeah. It's good.
Good.
So today our plan is to just have a chit chat about 2020, about lockdown.
So I hope you all have your tea.
Yeah.
So grab your cup of tea.
We have actually, let's do a little advertisement here, even though they don't know we're advertising for them. This is a beautiful...
We don't get paid.
We don't get paid. This is a beautiful green tea with lemon and beautiful like sour herbs from Bebe Tea, which is like right across the street from where I live. So just a shout out to Bebe Tea.
The tea is super nice.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fran, how was your lockdown?
Right, straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Well, we went on lockdown here in Barcelona. I don't know where you're watching, but here in Barcelona it started on March, right?
Yeah, it was the 12th of March.
Yeah. So that was the weekend. And for me at the beginning, it was a shock.
But you were loving it.
Yeah. But I mean, I was loving it, but at the beginning that was a shock because I was working a lot. I was teaching like crazy. I was managing a yoga space. And so yeah, I was non-stopping. So suddenly we're like, boom, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
And you were like, wait, what?
So, yeah, but also in the beginning, in the first 2 weeks, I think what really helped you as well was that you were still working.
Exactly. So that was my first reaction, like, I need to keep going. I mean, this is not gonna stop me, I need to keep going. And yeah, that was my first reaction. But then I realized, like, dude, I mean, if the world is asking you for stop and rest, and start rethinking and start reinventing yourself, you should do that. So I stopped. And this is when I really started to enjoy lockdown. You know, I was sleeping well, I was eating well.
Yeah, you were sleeping a lot.
Yeah, I was like a bear, you know? Yeah.
I, on the other hand, was in denial for the longest time. I was in denial. I was like, no, this is gonna stop. I was watching the news constantly, waiting for everything. You remember? Like, I was just like on the news, Spanish news from morning till evening, checking the numbers. I was the only one who knew the numbers from my friends because I was checking because I was in denial. I wanted things to end, but at the same time, my book project was like I had big deadlines, and I was completely the opposite of you. I was not sleeping, and I was just working through the night and just dealing with my anxiety that way, and I've had a lot of high anxiety. I remember it was really difficult, but because I wasn't really understanding what was going on. I knew, for example, in terms of business model, it was good because everybody used to tell me, what are you doing? Everything online? We want to see you in person. And I'm like, no, online. No, everything online. And thankfully, I had that business model like from before, especially thankful to like a residency from Estonia, which really helped have my business model like in Europe properly done. But yeah, I was like dealing with a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people went through that because, I mean, if you hear constantly on the news.
Yeah, I was on the news all the time.
Everyone is getting infected, how many people were in the hospital, how many people were dying, and you cannot go outside, you have to work from home if you have a work, or maybe your work stopped,
But for me, the hardest thing for me was I had the same day every day. Like at some point, by the end of it, I was like, I cannot do another day of this again. I was going crazy because I was like in this massive house, all by myself. We would escape and see each other from time to time on the weekends, but that was really it. It was just really, it was quite intense. For me, it was really, it's not the alone so much, it was the repetition and being boxed in that was driving me crazy. I enjoyed having that time on my own, but yeah, I was in denial because I was waiting for it to just finish. So we were talking earlier about the changes.
Yeah, well, I think this process, at least this is my personal experience, helped me realize that the way that I was working till now, it wasn't something I could keep on going through years. Because I mean, I don't know if some of you are facilitators or coaches, trainers or whatever.
And that your business requires you to be physically in front of people.
So your business requires that also to build groups. So you're constantly building and rebuilding groups, and when you change location, you have to start all over again. And so that is exhausted. So that's when I realized I cannot keep doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing this every year. I mean, every year I have to start over again and over again, and bringing people into the classes. I'm like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I love my work, but I don't love this part.
No, yeah.
So I need to rethink and how I'm gonna change.
Yeah, because
the
it
way
was
I
like
work.
2020, as hard as it was like pivot and look around you, look around the life that you have created and what is working and what is not, what is actually making you happy. It's like it kind of like forced us to kind of like look at it.
Yeah, look, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Are you happy with it? Are you gonna keep going doing the same things? And also for me it was a big eye opener. Oh, this is where I work. This is where I actually work. This is who are really my friends. And so for me that was like, okay, I think you need to start moving, making some changes. And yeah, some people are gonna stay, some people are gonna leave.
Yeah, and I think it was just also the changing. I feel like a lot of us have been asked to change the model and get more creative.
Yeah, of course.
In bringing forth what we do, the gifts we have. You guys send us messages. We're checking from here. We can see your comments. So if you wanna like share something about lockdown, your experience for 2020, let us know. We want to interact with you, but if we keep talking, we don't stop.
That's our problem. We talk a lot, especially Miss Walaa. I'm a listener, but I can talk a lot too. But yeah.
Yeah, but you're the Scorpio in this relationship.
Yeah.
In this twosome. Yeah, I feel like we've been asked to change, and we were discussing like the first curve was like we were asked to change, and we were shaken, and then the people who have not changed are now reaping the consequences or feeling it deeper as the second wave comes in.
Yeah.
The second wave is not as intense, but for a lot of people, I feel like it is.
And this is where this idea starting to emerge, because we were like, dude, how are these people keep doing the same things? I mean, they didn't learn anything. Here comes the second wave. Probably there will be a third wave. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But why are they still doing the same things? They're hanging out with the same people that is not helping them. They're doing the same things at work. And then when the second wave hits, they will have to start again all over when it ends. And again, and no, they're living their life in circles instead of being innovative, being creative.
It's like these people are still in denial, like how I was.
Exactly.
Like holding on to like the past of like like the comfort of because for me, like I want to go back because it was comfortable. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't want to go back.
You don't want to go back?
I really enjoy it. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that you have to be very extra careful when you leave your house.
Yeah.
It sucks that you have curfews. And maybe some countries are again in lockdowns. Yeah, that part sucks. But what I love is this, that, okay, now my circle is smaller, but I really like the people who are in my circle.
Yeah, our circle is amazing.
My work, I'm starting over in a different way. I'm working differently and meeting new people. But
you're like the tech genius here.
Yeah, but I really love my job now. And
Yeah, for me, I had to change a lot of things. I feel like for me, especially from actually when going back to reality, that's when going back to reality, my life was chaos. My life was insane. From June until September, things started to kind of calm down. It was one thing after the other, and it was like the universe was telling me, okay, you know what? This is not working, I'm breaking it for you. I'm breaking this for you. I'm breaking this part for you. What are you gonna do? And I knew that I needed to break these cycles and break these things, but I never had the courage to until like I had to kind of pivot and look at it and just really face the fact that I really needed to do this.
Yeah. And I was gonna say something, I forgot. I was looking at the comments and I was like, Walaa.
Hi. Let's say hi to the people who came in. Orange is my color. Thank you, Benjamin.
So what do I have here?
Hola, Katy. Hola, Salva.
Valeria, hello.
Oh, Valeria's here.
Valeria's here.
Hi, Valeria.
Living La Vida Yoga. Hi, Irene.
Dalan is here as well.
Gael. Oh, she's an. You used to live there. I guess you used to live there.
Who?
Shit, I suck at names.
That's fine.
Middle East.
Qatar. What? Middle
No,
East?
I think you know.
Dubai.
No.
Okay, fine. I
I
think
will
we're gonna get back
remember.
on
I
this.
will remember.
I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, another plan of our chit chat for today is we're gonna get like a color message at some point, and we're gonna do like a challenge in the end. But let me quickly take you through why the setup is white today. The setup is white today, also coming from the setup of your birthday. This is kind of like a recycled setup from his birthday, because I was really going for new beginnings and just like, because he was really good. He really had a new beginning, a fresh start, bigger than mine, and I really wanted to channel that in his birthday because I felt like. So I brought it in here today because I also feel like as we're shedding all these things that we've been pivoting and watching and looking at, I feel like we should also learn, and we should also remember that this brings new beginnings. It's not like
It's like a new beginning with the lessons learned. I mean, you're not starting from scratch. Yeah. I mean, the things that we're working, because I mean, a lot of things that we had in our previous life, we're working, right? And those are things that are helping us moving forward. So we're keeping those things. We're integrating more things, more skills.
Yeah.
Or maybe skills that we forgot that we have, or
so many people.
we hide them for a while. Now we need to bring them back again.
Yeah, it's like my thing with interior design.
Exactly.
And it was like one of the biggest fears because I was so bullied at university. I was bullied like crazy. What are you laughing at?
No, someone's comment. Sorry.
Who commented?
Luis. Thank you, Luis. He says, both of you, you're fucking sexy.
Aww. I'm not getting these comments. I'm not getting them. I don't see these comments. What? On which account are these comments coming on? But thank you, whoever made that comment. Yeah, but for me, one of my biggest passions and biggest fears was the interior design. And now I'm slowly kind of like getting the courage, because of everything that has happened and everything that has fell apart, to actually do it and create that new fresh beginning.
And that's interesting, because one of my biggest, it wasn't a fear, but I didn't like to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, but you're so good.
And now, I mean, that's my job. I mean, I'm in front of the camera every day.
5 times a day.
5 times a day. With a mic. And me speaking and talking, and also in terms of yoga practice, I was very private with my yoga practice.
Yeah.
I didn't like anyone to see how I practice.
I have the same.
And now I'm like, okay, now I'm showing everyone what I can do with my body. I mean, not in a showy, but that's how I work now.
It's so interesting because one of the biggest fears I had writing the book was that, oh my god, people are now going to see what I actually do. I've always done it behind closed doors with my little workshops and my clients, and it was just me and them. And I trusted them and they trusted me, and it was just, very intimate. And then the book is going to come out and so many people are going to see what I actually do. And it was it was one of the biggest things that caused me like crazy anxiety.
But I don't know if that's a part of our being now 30, Because you're 31, I'm 32?
I'm 32.
Sorry, 32, I'm 31.
No, I'm happy to be 31.
And I don't know, maybe that's how we do things. Now we're confident, we don't give a shit. We just do what we like to do, and...
So yeah, but I think it's like also one of the things that it's just like this year has kind
of course.
This year like kind of like pushed us even more to do. And I just feel like this year, it's like, I cannot say I hate it, even though it brought so much disastrous things into my life.
Yeah.
And so much grief and so much anger for so many people. But I am really feeling quite grateful for it, because it's just like, it's empowered me in ways that I never thought that I could every time I say I'm being empowered, I didn't think I would reach there. It's like the universe and the world shows you, no, you can go a little bit more. You can go a little bit more. So it's incredible.
And that's very interesting the way you mentioned it, because I remember when we were talking about this, there's a term that came out, like toxic positivism.
Oh yes, we were talking about this toxic positivity. Yes.
The thing that you just said, that is being positive in a healthy way, because you're integrating these things, you are moving, you're adjusting, you're navigating through all these struggles, but you know that you're gonna be fine. But you're moving forward.
Yeah.
And the thing that I've been hearing a lot is like, oh yeah, when everything goes back to normal again, when everyone comes back again, and I'm like, dude, that is being toxic.
Yeah, but also putting a face of just like, oh, I'm happy, everything's fine,
yeah.
And I think this is one of the biggest issues or challenges and issues that I have with the spiritual movement and the like self-help movement. It's just like asking you to be positive all the freaking time.
Yeah, or no with a good direction.
No, it's without acknowledging your
without
fears.
being realistic.
Yeah, without acknowledging your fears, without acknowledging the things that are actually bringing you down or not. Like it's with zero acknowledgement for any of it. So I feel like it's so important, because I was just gonna ask you, like now we're talking about frustration, anxiety, physical pain, and anger and depression, and I feel like these things are not talked about in a healthy manner and in a way. Because the other day I was having a conversation with my brother as well, and he was telling me like, when I express negative emotions to people around me, they tell me, no, don't speak like that. A man doesn't speak like that.
Yeah.
And he was really struggling because he came from an environment that was okay to speak about your negative emotions, especially like me and him. When we speak, we have this open relationship that we are able to speak about these negative emotions in such a way that I feel like it's healthier. It's like you have to navigate.
Yeah. And also, it's fine if you're not positive one day. It's fine to say, fuck, I feel like crap.
As long as you're not unpacking and just sitting there.
Yeah, exactly.
You just like unpack your bags and sit in like this depression.
Yeah.
It's fine to have a few days or even a month.
Yeah. It's good that we're not storaging.
Bottling up, yeah.
Yeah. Or not expressing how we feel.
Yeah, it's like there's
or
like
releasing our emotions somehow. Because
dumping it on people.
Some people, and that I include myself in that. I don't express a lot,
but
I move my body a lot, and I do a lot of physical and somatic things that help me.
So tell us something about like what you do when you're dealing with anxiety, for example.
Me, what I do, I like to move. I love moving. Not exactly yoga, but just moving. Even if dancing, for example.
Yeah.
That is a very helpful thing. Put my headphones in my house and just start jumping around like a crazy
I like
person.
jumping.
Yeah, and that helps me a lot to just release all the energy that I had from weeks, days that they're stuck in there.
And the thing the other night when I called you and I was like, I'm so angry, and then you told me about this trick, and I sat down at home. So the trick was just to lay down there and do like weird sounds and like just get and just do like all these things. So me being me also, I imagined like orange coming out and just like releasing. So I did that for like 20 minutes. My neighbors probably thought I was really psycho, but I felt really good. And I felt like, yeah.
Cool, I'm glad it worked. Yeah.
Because it was just one of these things that like anger bottled in.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
People who are very like educated and put together usually don't speak out because they try to be polite.
Yeah.
So
anger is
because we have to do all these techniques and methods to somehow release all the energy we have stuck here.
And here.
And here, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Our chest and our throat. So vocalizing or making weird sounds, combining that with breath is a great way to release all this that we have.
Okay. And what about the silver lining in all of this?
What about the silver lining in all of this? Oh no, you start. I want to hear your thoughts.
Right? I've been talking for a while. I'm trying to give you the microphone for that. Because you're like, oh wow, that talks a lot.
And I compliment.
The silver lining is innovation, is change, is embracing change. Because I remember when I was forecasting this year, color-wise, I said this is going to be a green year, and it's a year that's going to push us to not, actually I did not expect this at all, but I said this year is really, really going to push us to kind of flow and let go of control and just allow things to flow. And I've held on to control, even though I knew that this year was. But the silver lining is that now I'm flowing more. I'm jumping on a plane on my own to go somewhere because I feel like it in the morning during COVID and coming back in the evening, or taking a weekend in somewhere that I feel called to do, or renting a car. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mountains because I need to just disconnect. And I'm not questioning myself as I used to. I'm just flowing with these intuitive feelings that I'm feeling.
Yeah, oh, that's a good conclusion.
That was my silver lining, really.
For me, it was rebuilding and building in a different way. Using all the skills that I have, and also becoming independent.
Yeah, I think independence is a big one.
Independent and confidence. I feel so confident now.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you have.
I mean, I've always been confident, I guess, but now it's
like you
more,
feel it, like it's
yeah,
more
I feel it. Yeah.
solidified.
And also boundaries, self-boundaries.
Me too.
Now I'm super strict with my boundaries. I'm not afraid to say like, hey, this is how far can you go? I don't mind if it sounds real or not. It's your perspective. Yeah. But
I remember the first time you did that with me. I was like, oh my god, he doesn't love me anymore.
But it was boundaries, yeah. And because I learned also that I was not speaking.
Yeah, you were not.
I was not saying them a lot.
Yeah, you were not.
And also this self-abusive relation that I have with myself, with other, and I'm like, oh no, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't take bullshit.
Nobody should take bullshit.
Yeah, no more bullshit allowed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are we ready to do the color message?
Oh yeah, we're ready for the color message.
Okay. Check if there are comments that questions or something from your side.
No, well, this kind of comments you're fucking.
That's all?
Yeah, you're
That's
both
it?
fucking hot.
That's all?
Yeah.
We don't have questions?
No.
You
we don't have
guys, send us
questions.
questions. Come on, it'll be more fun.
I mean, since it's the first one, we understand.
Yeah, but the second one?
The second one, we want more interaction.
Okay, let's see.
But we do look fucking hot.
I'm glad we will do. Okay. Let's see. A message for the week until we meet again. Alright, here we go. Oh, brown and boundaries. So brown is a color of boundaries. It's freaking crazy.
No, right?
No, it's not brown. So brown is a color that asks us to kind of like ground. It's a color that asks us to look at our boundaries and what is broken in our boundaries and how we can rebuild these boundaries. And also brown is boundaries with family. It's the hardest thing to do is to put boundaries with family because they think it's not loving. Or we think it's not loving, but it actually is. Yeah, because brown is also a color in feng shui and in color therapy. It's a color that is connected to grounding, roots, family. So putting boundaries there, I think is very important. So this is your message for the week. How can you put more boundaries?
Yeah, and start with the family.
And look at how you're doing with your family and your closest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Color challenge.
Color challenge.
We need to come up with a hashtag for that.
Hashtag.
I don't know. We're gonna need to think about it. Okay, so your challenge this week is to start wearing color and no black, especially on top. No black allowed. We're gonna take a break from black and express. So black is a color that takes us within and introvert and protects us and keeps us in the mystery. But then when we're wearing different colors, we express how we're feeling. So I didn't want to put like a cap on it this time because I went and I tried to find a color, and I'm so pissed at all these like brands for not having color. It was all pastel.
Yeah, I think it's the mood.
No, but that's not the mood. That's not okay. I need to contact them and be like, listen, you guys, we need more color in the shops. Maybe, yeah, okay, color challenge. Thanks, Sava. Okay, Hashtag color challenge. And for a whole week, no black. And do your best to go with lighter colors. You can, if you're not used to it, start with neutrals. And start with like bracelets or necklaces or something like that, or accessories. And then Camilo. and send us a picture of what colors you're wearing.
Great.
Okay?
And
let's see how you feel after.
Can we do a quick breath work just to
perfect,
get ready for
this week
and for I mean, it's already night.
Yeah,
it's a very easy one.
Alright.
Very easy one.
I'm ready.
But so if you are at home sitting, laying down, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just close your eyes. And it will be a 1 minute thing, but I want you to notice the difference between how you're feeling now and after we do this very small breath work.
Okay, let's go.
So close your eyes. Just make sure you're very comfortable. No stress in the neck, no stress on the shoulders. If you want to move your head a little bit just to make sure there is no tension there. We're going to start opening your mouth and taking a deep inhale through the mouth. And exhale now. Inhale now. And exhale now. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now go back to your nose. And slowly open your eyes. And just notice the small, subtle changes in your mind.
Yeah, I feel a lot calmer.
Yeah. So this is a great way to end your day if you're working, especially if you're working from home, to reset your mind, just to change your attitude. Maybe now you might be cooking dinner, you might be going to bed. So it's a great way to just get rid of all the stress and anxiety that work brings sometimes. And I hope you enjoy it.
And we hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you guys next Thursday with a new topic. Hopefully something more cheerful. No. Something real.
Something real, yeah. No toxic positivism.
No toxic positivity. Definitely no.
Why you don't correct me? I keep saying that.
I'm not gonna correct your camera.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.